Hello and welcome. This is Penelope. Today, we are going to talk about your daily routine. Your daily routine is the things you do every day. You do some things in the morning, some in the afternoon, some in the evening, and some at night. Today, I will show you the words for these things, and I will let you hear how people talk about their day. We will go slowly, and we will hear many examples. Just listen and follow along. Let's begin with the morning. The day begins when we wake up. To wake up means to open your eyes after sleeping. Many people have an alarm, a clock that makes a sound in the morning. When the alarm rings, we turn it off. Sometimes, if we are tired, we press the snooze button and we sleep for 5 more minutes. But soon, it is time to get up. Now, wake up and get up are a little different. To wake up means to open your eyes. To get up means to leave your bed and stand up. So first we wake up, and then we get up. After we get up, we go to the bathroom. We wash our face with water and we brush our teeth. Some people take a shower in the morning. Then we make the bed. That means we make it neat and tidy again. And we comb our hair, or we brush our hair so it looks nice. Let me tell you about my morning. Every day, I wake up at 6 o'clock. My alarm rings and I turn it off. Sometimes I am sleepy, so I close my eyes for 5 more minutes. Then I get up. I go to the bathroom, I wash my face, and I brush my teeth. After that, I make my bed and I comb my hair. By 6:30, I am awake and ready. Now, people are different in the morning. Some people wake up early and some people wake up late. Listen to 2 friends talking about it. Anna says, "I wake up at 5 o'clock every day. I love the quiet morning." Ben says, "5 o'clock? That is very early for me. I wake up at 7 and I am still sleepy." Anna says, "Do you use an alarm?" Ben says, "Yes, and I press snooze 3 times." They both laugh. Some people also like to move their body in the morning. They do a little exercise. Maybe they go for a run or they go for a walk. Maybe they do some yoga or some simple stretches. They say it gives them energy for the day. Other people prefer a slow, quiet morning with a cup of coffee. There is no right or wrong way. Every person has their own routine. So when you talk about your morning, you can say things like, "I wake up at 7 o'clock. I turn off my alarm. I get up slowly. I wash my face and brush my teeth. In the morning, I go for a short walk." These are simple sentences, and they describe the start of your day. Now we are awake, and it is time to get ready. To get ready means to prepare for the day. The first thing we do is get dressed. To get dressed means to put on your clothes. Maybe you put on a shirt, trousers, and shoes. Maybe you wear a uniform for work. After we get dressed, it is time for breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. We make breakfast, and then we eat breakfast. People eat many different things. Some people eat eggs and toast. Some people eat cereal with milk. Some people eat fruit, and some people eat rice or noodles. And in the morning, many people like a hot drink. They drink coffee or tea. Some people drink juice or just water. While they eat, many people check their phone or read the news to see what is happening in the world. Here is my breakfast. I usually have a quick breakfast because the morning is busy. I eat some fruit and a piece of toast, and I drink a cup of coffee. While I eat, I check my phone and read my messages. Listen to 2 friends talking about breakfast. Maria says, "What do you eat for breakfast?" Tom says, "I eat eggs and toast every morning, and I drink black coffee." "What about you?" Maria says, "I don't eat much in the morning. I just have a banana and some tea. I'm not very hungry early in the day." Tom says, "I'm always hungry in the morning." So when you talk about getting ready, you can say, "I get dressed. For breakfast, I eat eggs. I drink coffee in the morning." Simple words, but they tell people a lot about your day. People a lot about your day. When breakfast is finished, it is time to go out. We leave the house. To leave the house means to go outside and close the door. Many people lock the door before they go. Then we travel. Some people go to work and some people go to school. There are many ways to travel. You can take the bus, you can take the train, you can drive your car, you can ride a bike, or if it is close, you can walk. We often say how long it takes. For example, "It takes 20 minutes," or "It takes half an hour." When we arrive, we start our day. People who work might start work at 9 o'clock. At work, they are busy. They work on a computer, they answer emails, they go to meetings, and they talk to many people. People who study go to their classes, they listen to the teacher, and they do their lessons. Here is my morning travel. I take the bus to work. It takes about 25 minutes. I sit by the window and I look outside. I start work at 9 o'clock. In the morning, I answer my emails and I talk with my team. Listen to two friends talking about going to work. Sarah says, "How do you get to work?" David says, "I drive my car. It takes about 40 minutes because there is a lot of traffic." "How about you?" Sarah says, "I'm lucky. I live near my office, so I walk. It only takes 10 minutes, and I enjoy the fresh air." David says, "That sounds much nicer than sitting in traffic." These days, some people do not travel at all. They work from home. This means their office is in their house. They wake up, get dressed, and then they sit at a desk or a table in their home. They still start work at a certain time, but they do not need a bus or a car. They save time, but they miss seeing people. Both ways are normal today. So when you talk about this part of your day, you can say, "I leave the house at 8 o'clock. I take the bus to work. I start work at 9. Or if you stay home, "I work from home and I start at 9 o'clock. These sentences describe how you begin your working day. In the middle of the day, we stop to eat again. This meal is lunch. To have lunch means to eat your lunch. Many people take a lunch break, a short time to stop working and rest. They might eat at their desk or go to a cafe or eat with friends. People eat different things for lunch, like a sandwich, some soup, rice, or salad. After lunch, the afternoon continues. People go back to work or back to class. In the afternoon, many people feel a little tired, so they drink a coffee or a glass of water to feel fresh again. They finish their tasks, and then at the end of the day, they finish work. To finish work means the work is done for the day. After that, they go home. Here is my afternoon. I usually have lunch at 1 o'clock. I take a short break and I eat a sandwich and some fruit. Then I work again in the afternoon. By 5 o'clock, I finish my work and I go home. Listen to two friends talking about their afternoon. Lily says, "What do you do for lunch?" Sam says, "I usually bring food from home. Today I have rice and vegetables. I eat quickly because I have a lot of work." "What time do you finish?" Lily says, "I finish at 4 o'clock, so I have time in the evening." "You?" Sam says, "I finish at 6. It's a long day, but I like my job." So when you talk about the afternoon, you can say, "I have lunch at 1 o'clock. I take a short break. I finish work at 5 and I go home." In the evening, we are at home and we relax. The evening is the time after work when the sun goes down. To relax means to rest and feel calm. For many people, the evening starts with dinner. We cook dinner and then we eat dinner. Dinner is often the biggest meal of the day. Many people eat with their family and they talk about their day, the good things and the funny things that happened. After dinner, someone washes the dishes, which means they clean the plates and the cups, and they tidy the kitchen. Then it is time to relax. Some people watch television, some people read a book, some people listen to music or talk on the phone with a friend. Some people go for a short walk after dinner. The evening is a calm and quiet time. Here is my evening. When I get home, I cook dinner. Tonight I make soup and rice. I eat with my family and we talk about our day. After dinner, I wash the dishes. Then I sit on the sofa and I relax. Sometimes I watch a film, and sometimes I just read a few pages of my book. Listen to two friends talking about the evening. Grace says, "What do you do in the evening?" Leo says, "I cook dinner for my family. We eat together at 7, and then we watch a little television. After that, I read with my children. What about you?" Grace says, "I like quiet evenings. I make a simple dinner, I listen to music, and I go to bed early." In the evening, many people also enjoy a hobby, something they do because they like it. Some people cook special food. Some people paint or draw or play a musical instrument like the guitar. Some people do exercise, like a walk or some stretches, to feel calm before bed. And some people simply enjoy doing nothing after a long, busy day. So when you talk about your evening, you can say, "In the evening, I cook dinner. I eat with my family. After dinner, I relax and watch television. Sometimes in the evening, I play the guitar. Now it is night, and the day is almost over. Before bed, many people take a shower and they put on their pajamas, the soft clothes we wear to sleep. They brush their teeth one more time. Some people read a book in bed for a few minutes because it helps them feel sleepy. Then they go to bed and they go to sleep. Remember, go to bed and go to sleep are a little different. To go to bed means to get into your bed. To go to sleep means to close your eyes and sleep. People often say what time they go to bed, like, I usually go to bed at 10 o'clock. Here is the end of my day. At night, I take a shower and I put on my pajamas. I get into bed and I read a few pages of my book. I usually go to bed at 10:30, and soon I go to sleep. Then, tomorrow, the routine begins again. Now, let's hear one whole day from start to finish, so you can hear how all the words fit together. This is how a person might talk about their daily routine. Listen. I wake up at 6 o'clock. I turn off my alarm and I get up. I wash my face and I brush my teeth. Then I get dressed and I eat breakfast, usually toast and coffee. At 8 o'clock, I leave the house and I take the bus to work. I start work at 9. At 1 o'clock, I have lunch and a short break. In the afternoon, I work again and I finish at 5. Then I go home. In the evening, I cook dinner and I eat with my family. After dinner, I wash the dishes and I relax on the sofa. At night, I take a shower, I read for a while, and at 10:30, I go to bed. That is my normal day. Now listen to a different day, a student's day. I wake up at 7, I get dressed and I eat cereal for breakfast. I walk to school because it is close. My classes start at 8:30. At lunchtime, I eat with my friends. In the afternoon, I have more classes, and I finish at 3 o'clock. After school, I go home and I do my homework. In the evening, I have dinner with my family, and then I play games or watch videos. I go to bed at 10 o'clock. And here is one more day, a parent who stays at home with young children. I wake up early at 6:30 because my children wake up early too. I make breakfast for everyone, and I help the children get dressed. In the morning, we play and we read books. At lunchtime, we all eat together. In the afternoon, the little one sleeps, so I clean the house and I cook dinner. In the evening, my partner comes home and we eat together. At night, I give the children a bath, I read them a story, and they go to bed. Then, finally, I relax. You may have noticed that every day is a little different. A worker, a student, and a parent all have their own routine, but they use the same simple English words. And one more thing. On the weekend, many people change their routine. They wake up later, they relax more, and they do fun things like meeting friends or going outside. So you can also say, on weekdays, I get up early, but on the weekend, I sleep late. Did you notice? All these people use the same simple words. Wake up, get up, have breakfast, go, start, finish, go home, have dinner, relax, go to bed. Once you know these words, you can describe any day, every day. That is all for today. We talked about the whole day, the morning, getting ready, going to work or school, lunch and the afternoon, the evening and the night. We also heard real people describe their daily routines. Listen to this episode again whenever you like, and the words will start to feel natural. We are going to talk about how to have a conversation in your community. Your community is the place where you live. It is the people near you, your neighbors, the people who work in the shops, and the people you meet on the street. Every day, you can have small conversations with these people in English. Today, I will show you how these conversations sound. Just listen and follow along. We will go slowly. Let's start with hello. When we meet someone, the first thing we say is a greeting. The simplest one is, hello. In the morning, we often say good morning. In the afternoon, good afternoon. And in the evening, good evening. After we say hello, we usually ask, how are you? This is a friendly question. It means, are you well? The other person answers, I'm fine, thank you, or I'm very well, thank you. Then they ask back, and you? So a small greeting sounds like this. One person says, good morning, how are you? The other person says, I'm fine, thank you, and you? And the first person says, I'm well, thank you. That is a complete friendly greeting. It is short, but it is very warm. Sometimes in your community, you meet a new person. someone you do not know yet. When this happens, you tell each other your names. One person asks, "What is your name?" And the other answers, "My name is," and then their name. When you meet someone for the first time, you say a kind thing, "Nice to meet you," and the other person says, "Nice to meet you too." The word "to" here means also. You can also ask where someone is from. We say, "Where are you from?" This means, what is your country or your city? The answer is, "I'm from," and then the place. So meeting a new person sounds like this. "Hello, I'm Maria. What is your name?" "My name is Tom. Nice to meet you, Maria." "Nice to meet you too." "Where are you from, Tom?" "I'm from Australia. And you?" "I'm from Spain." Notice how each person asks a question and then asks it back. That is how a friendly conversation keeps going. Now let's go to a shop. In a shop, we buy things and we talk to the shopkeeper, the person who works there. To begin politely, we say, "Excuse me." "Excuse me" is a gentle way to get someone's attention. To ask the price, we say, "How much is this?" That means, what does it cost? The shopkeeper answers with the price like, "It's $3. When we want to buy something, we say, "I would like," or "Can I have?" And we add the word please. Please makes the question polite. So a conversation in a shop sounds like this. "Excuse me, how much is this bread?" "It's $2. "Okay, I would like one, please." "Here you are." "Thank you." "You're welcome." Small and simple. "Hello, the price, please, thank you, you're welcome." Sometimes you need help in your community. Maybe you are lost or you cannot find a place. So you ask someone. A polite way to start is, "Excuse me, can you help me?" Then you ask for the place. "Where is the bus stop?" Or "Where is the supermarket?" Or "Where is the bank?" The other person gives you directions. They might say, "Go straight," which means go forward, or "Turn left," or "Turn right," or simply, "It's over there." When they finish, you thank them. "Thank you so much." So asking for help sounds like this. "Excuse me, can you help me? Where is the bus stop?" "Yes, of course. Go straight and then turn left. It's over there." "Thank you so much." "You're welcome." Now let's talk about your neighbor, the person who lives near you. When you see your neighbor, it is nice to say a few friendly words. This is called small talk. Small talk is short and easy, and it is not about anything serious. A very common way to start is to talk about the weather. The sun, the rain, the wind. On a nice day, people say, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" And the other person agrees, "Yes, it is." Lovely. So small talk with a neighbor sounds like this. "Good morning. It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" "Yes, it is. How are you today?" "I'm well, thank you. And you?" "Very well, thank you." It is short and warm, and then everyone goes on with their day. There are 4 small words that make every conversation kind and polite. Please, when you ask for something. Thank you, when someone helps you or gives you something. Sorry, when you make a small mistake. And excuse me, to get someone's attention or to pass by. These 4 words are useful everywhere. At the end of a conversation, we say goodbye. We can say goodbye, or just bye. We can say, "See you later." And it is kind to add, "Have a nice day." So let's put a whole community conversation together. Imagine 2 neighbors meeting at a shop. "Oh, hello, good morning, how are you?" "Good morning, I'm fine, thank you. And you?" "Very well, thank you." "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" "Yes, it is." Then one of them turns to the shopkeeper. "Excuse me, how much is this?" "It's $4. "I would like one, please." "Here you are." "Thank you." And at the end, to the neighbor, "Well, see you later. Have a nice day." "You too. Goodbye." That is a complete conversation in your community. A greeting, some small talk, a few words in the shop, and a friendly goodbye. Listen to it again whenever you like, and these words will start to feel natural. That is all for today. We talked about saying hello, meeting someone new, shopping, asking for help, small talk with a neighbor, and saying goodbye. We are going to talk about how to have a conversation in the supermarket. The supermarket is the big shop where we buy food and things for the house: milk, bread, fruit, vegetables, and many other things. When you go to the supermarket, you sometimes need to talk to people. You ask where things are. you ask the price, and at the end, you pay. Today I will show you the words for all of this, and I will let you hear real conversations. We will go slowly with many examples. Just listen and follow along. Let's begin. When we walk into a supermarket, the first thing we do is take a trolley or a basket. A trolley is the big metal cart with wheels for a lot of shopping. A basket is the small one you carry in your hand for just a few things. You find them near the entrance at the front of the shop. Inside, the supermarket has long rows called aisles. The food is on the shelves in different aisles. Sometimes it is hard to find the thing you want, so you ask a worker for help. A worker is a person who works in the shop. You can say, "Excuse me, where is the milk?" Or, "Excuse me, where are the eggs?" The worker will tell you the place. They might say, "It's in aisle 3, or "It's on the left near the bread," or "It's at the back of the shop next to the meat." These small words, in aisle 3, on the left, on the right, next to, near, at the back, at the front, help you find your way. Let me show you. When I go to the supermarket, I take a basket because I usually buy only a few things. If I cannot find something, I look for a worker and I say, "Excuse me, where can I find the rice?" Listen to a customer asking a worker. The customer says, "Excuse me, where is the milk?" The worker says, "The milk is in aisle 5, on the right, near the cheese." The customer says, "Aisle 5, thank you very much." The worker says, "You're welcome." Short and simple, a question, an answer, and a thank you. You do not always ask a worker. Sometimes you ask another customer, a person who is shopping like you. Listen. One customer says, "Excuse me, do you know where the sugar is?" The other customer says, "I think it's in the next aisle near the flour." The first one says, "Oh, thank you so much." The other says, "No problem." No problem is a friendly way to say you're welcome. And if the worker is busy or far away, you can wait and then say, "Excuse me, when you have a moment, can you help me?" This is a very polite way to ask. The worker will say, "Of course, how can I help?" Sometimes you are looking for a special thing and you are not sure if the shop has it. To say this, you can begin with, "I'm looking for example, I'm looking for brown bread," or "I'm looking for green apples." You can also ask, for example, "Do you have any fresh fish?" The worker will answer in different ways. They might say, "Yes, we have it. It's right here." Or, "Yes, it's over there in aisle 2. Or sometimes, "I'm sorry, we don't have any today," or "We're out of that. Maybe tomorrow." "We're out of" means there is none left. You can also ask if food is fresh. Fresh food is new and good, not old. You can say, "Excuse me, is this fish fresh?" And the worker might say, "Yes, it came in this morning." Listen to a customer looking for something. The customer says, "Excuse me, I'm looking for brown bread. Do you have any?" The worker says, "Yes, we do. It's in the bakery at the front of the shop." The customer says, "Is it fresh today?" The worker says, "Yes, we made it this morning." The customer says, "Wonderful. Thank you." And here is what happens when the shop does not have the thing you want. The customer says, "Excuse me, do you have any fresh strawberries?" The worker says, "I'm sorry, we're out of strawberries today, but we have other fresh fruit like grapes and oranges." The customer says, "Okay, no problem. When will you have strawberries again?" The worker says, "Maybe tomorrow morning." The customer says, "All right, I'll come back then. Thank you." Notice the friendly words, "No problem," and "I'll come back then." Now, when you find your food, you often need to say how much you want. In English, we have special words for this. For drinks, we say a bottle, like a bottle of water. For milk or juice, we often say a carton, like a carton of milk. For rice or sugar, we say a bag, like a bag of rice. For biscuits, we say a packet, like a packet of biscuits. For beans or soup, we say a can, like a can of beans. And for eggs, we often say a dozen, which means 12. So a dozen eggs is 12 eggs. For fruit and vegetables, we often use weight. We use kilos and grams. You can say, "I'd like a kilo of apples," or "half a kilo of tomatoes," or 200 grams of mushrooms. And when you just want a number of something, you can say, "I'd like 2 of these, please," or 3 of those, please. To ask the price, remember 2 questions. For one thing, we say, "How much is this?" For many things, we say, "How much are these?" The answer is the price, like, "It's $2," or "They're $3 a kilo." Listen to a customer buying fruit. The customer says, "Excuse me, how much are these oranges?" The worker says, "They're $4 a kilo." The customer says, "Okay, I'd like 1 kilo, please, and a bag of rice." The worker says, "Here you are. Anything else?" The customer says, "No, that's all for now. Thank you." Sometimes food is cheaper than normal. We say it is on special or on sale. This means the price is lower this week. You might see a sign or a worker might tell you. Listen, the customer says, "Excuse me, how much are the tomatoes?" The worker says, "They're on special today, so only $2 a kilo." The customer says, "Oh, that's a good price. I'll take half a kilo, please." "I'll take" is another way to say "I'd like to buy." And here is a small thing to remember. For food you can count. Like apples or eggs, we ask, "How many?" For food, you cannot count one by one, like rice, milk, or water. We ask, "How much?" So a worker might say, "How many apples would you like?" But "How much rice would you like?" Don't worry too much about this. It becomes natural when you listen a lot. In many supermarkets, there is a special place called a counter, where a worker serves you. This is often for fresh things, like cheese, meat, or cooked food. Here, you do not take the food yourself. You ask the worker, and they give you the amount you want. You can say, "Can I have some cheese, please?" And the worker will ask, "How much would you like?" Then you say the amount, like, "About 200 grams, or 3 slices, please." As they cut it, you can say, "A little more, please," or "A little less," or "That's enough, thank you," or "Perfect." At the end, the worker often asks, "Anything else?" If you want more, you ask for it. If you are finished, you say, "No, that's all, thank you." Listen to a customer at the cheese counter. The customer says, "Hello, can I have some cheese, please?" The worker says, "Of course. How much would you like?" The customer says, "About 200 grams." The worker says, "Like this?" The customer says, "A little more, please." "Yes, perfect." The worker says, "Anything else?" The customer says, "No, that's all, thank you." Here is another one at the meat counter. The customer says, "Hi, can I have some chicken, please?" The worker says, "Sure, how much would you like?" The customer says, "4 pieces, please." The worker says, "Anything else?" The customer says, "Yes, and half a kilo of beef, please." The worker says, "Here you are, that's everything." The customer says, "Yes, that's everything. Thank you." You can hear that the words are almost the same every time. Once you learn this little pattern, you can order any fresh food. When you have everything you need, you go to the checkout. The checkout is the place where you pay. The person who takes your money is called the cashier. There is sometimes a line of people, so you wait for your turn. At the checkout, the cashier is friendly. They might say, "Hello, did you find everything okay?" You can say, "Yes, thank you." Then they tell you the total, the full price for everything. They might say, "That's $25, please." The cashier often asks 2 questions. First, "Do you need a bag?" You can say, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you, I have my own." Second, they ask how you want to pay. They might say, "How would you like to pay, cash or card?" You answer, "By card, please," or "I'll pay cash." If you pay with cash, the cashier gives you your change, the money that comes back to you, and they give you a receipt, which is the small piece of paper that shows what you bought. At the end, they often say, "Here's your receipt. Have a nice day." Listen to a customer at the checkout. The cashier says, "Hello, did you find everything okay?" The customer says, "Yes, thank you." The cashier says, "That's $18. Do you need a bag?" The customer says, "Yes, please, 1 bag." The cashier says, "How would you like to pay?" The customer says, "By card, please." The cashier says, "Perfect. Here's your receipt. Have a nice day." The customer says, "Thank you, you too." Here is one more, with cash. The cashier says, "That's $12, please." The customer says, "I'll pay cash. Here's $20. The cashier says, "Thank you. Here's your change, $8, and your receipt." The customer says, "Thank you very much." Remember, your change is the money that comes back to you when you give more than the price. In many supermarkets today, there is also a self-checkout. This is a machine where you pay by yourself with no cashier. The machine talks to you. It might say, "Scan your items and please pay now." If you have a problem, a worker is always near. You can call them and say, "Excuse me, can you help me? The machine has a problem," and they will come and help you. Now, sometimes there is a small problem in the supermarket, and you need to say something. There are a few easy phrases for this. If the price seems wrong, you can say, "Excuse me, I think the price is wrong." If a packet is open or broken, you can say, "This packet is broken. Can I get another one?" And if you need something, you can simply ask, "Excuse me, where are the toilets?" Or, "Excuse me, where can I find a trolley?" And remember the small polite words that help in every conversation. Excuse me to get someone's attention, please when you ask for something, thank you when someone helps you, and sorry for a small mistake. These few words make every visit kind and easy. Listen to a customer with a small problem at the checkout. The customer says, "Excuse me, I think the price is wrong. The sign said $2, but here it is $3. The cashier says, "Oh, let me check." "You're right, I'm sorry, it's $2. The customer says, "Thank you." This is calm and polite, and that is the best way to fix a small problem. Now, let's put a whole supermarket trip together, from the start to the end, so you can hear how all of it fits. Listen. A customer walks in and takes a basket. She cannot find the pasta, so she asks a worker, "Excuse me, where is the pasta?" The worker says, "It's in aisle 4 on the left, next to the rice." "Thank you." She finds the pasta, and then she goes to buy fruit. "Excuse me, how much are these apples?" "They're $3 a kilo." "I'd like 1 kilo, please." Next, she goes to the cheese counter. "Can I have some cheese, please? About 100 grams." "Here you are. Anything else?" "No, that's all, thank you." Finally, she goes to the checkout. The cashier says, "That's $22. Do you need a bag?" "Yes, please, and I'll pay by card." "Perfect. Here's your receipt. Have a nice day." "Thank you. Goodbye." That is a complete supermarket trip. Finding the food, asking the price, buying from the counter, and paying at the checkout. Every part used simple words that you can use too. Here is one more trip, a short and quick one for just a few things. A man walks in with a basket. He goes to the cashier and asks, "Excuse me, where is the bread?" "It's right behind you on the shelf." "Oh, thank you." He takes the bread and a carton of milk and he goes to pay. "Just these two, please." "That's $6. Do you need a bag?" "No, thank you. I have my own." "Cash or card?" "Card, please." "Thank you. Have a good day." "You too. Goodbye." Even a quick trip uses the same friendly words. Let's remember the most useful ones. To find things. "Excuse me, where is?" To look for something. "I'm looking for." And "do you have?" To buy an amount. "I'd like a kilo of," a bottle of. "2 of these, please." To ask the price. "How much is this?" At the counter. "Can I have some, please?" And at the checkout. "Do you need a bag?" Cash or card? Here's your receipt. That is all for today. We talked about how to have a conversation in the supermarket, finding things, asking about products, buying the right amount, ordering at the counter, and paying at the checkout. Listen to this episode again whenever you like, and the next time you go shopping, these words will be ready in your mind. I am Penelope. Take care, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.